Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
You got this one, baby. You got this one all day, all day.
Frazier's engine revs nonstop. You cannot say the same for his opponent here today.
No, and that's why I can't say that I have a real good expectation for the hope tonight of his opponent, because Frazier will wear him down from the opening bell.
How about that left hand? Now he ties up there. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Unable to make an impact there by Joe Frazier. Good job protecting himself. Good flush shot upstairs. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Blocks the headshot. Well timed by the assassin. He took a step back and landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Holmes is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Good right hand. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Protect yourself.
Many great athletes are associated with a specific city. You think Babe Ruth, you think the Bronx. You think Joe Frazier, you think a Philly fighter.
You think about wars, you think about pain. You think about a fighter that brings it every second. You think about Joe Frazier.
Listen, you need to move your head more, side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Okay, listen. Stick close to this guy. Don't let him get too far from you. I want...
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Super 2-punch combo by Joe Frazier. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. A solid uppercut by Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye, on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Defense can turn into offense. The counter punch by the assassin. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Frazier starting to bleed from the nose. His corner should be wary of that. Halfway through this round here. Not able to land the headshot. A headshot blocked. Holmes is being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. A knifing left hand by Holmes. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Joe Frazier. Frazier's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. 10 seconds to go in this round. Off the target by Joe Frazier. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. Holmes' grasp of real estate is something special. Look how he just stays on the outside early on in this fight and is able to find his target.
Well, you're right, Joe. It's prime real estate for him. I mean, he's in the neighborhood he wants to be, on the outside.
This is a wipeout. You are winning this fight. You keep doing what you're doing, and you got this in the bag. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Looking good. Looking real good, baby.
And round number 3 is underway.
Keep those hands up, baby. Keep those hands up.
Scoring well with that hook by Holmes. Joe Frazier's nose has started to bleed. And oh, what a good strong uppercut by Joe Frazier. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Joe Frazier. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Not an accurate hook at all.
That's what I want to see, baby. That's what I want to see.
You know, we're early in this fight, but Frazier's energy may come into question soon. He's throwing a lot of punches, Teddy.
Yeah, and his mental energy, too. I'm wondering if he's getting a little discouraged that his opponent is not showing a lot of effect from all those shots.
Side to side. Move your head.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Frazier's now seeing his own blood, and it's coming from his mouth. The assassin's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Last 10 seconds. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange.
Keep your head moving.
Keep it up. Keep it up. That's it now. Nice workout. Keep fighting smart.
Okay, listen. When he misses with a punch, counter. Jab, jab, and throw. Throw to the body, then to the head, then finish to the body.
You don't need that. I'll throw that away.
Start of round number 4. The assassin's well-skilled plan has earned him every round on your scorecard, Teddy.
Yeah, he hasn't always been the aggressor, but he's definitely been a more effective puncher, landing the clean shots.
Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Frazier's reckless. There's really no other way to describe it right now with the way he's punching than to say it's reckless.
It's reckless, and in a moment, he's going to pay a price for that recklessness.
The assassin's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab.
Boy, good job.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. The left hand coming into play by Holmes. Holmes is putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. There's the hook. The assassin's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him.
Come on, kid.
How much of what Joe Frazier brings to the table in the ring, Teddy, is not about the skill set, is not about the physical presence, but that fire that burns deep within him?
Look, we are always connected to where we've been. He's been to places that stay with him and allow him to go to new places.
How about a return to sender with the left hand. Double jab there by the assassin. Holmes' defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. And that's the end of round 4. Frazier's first few moments in this fight are going to make his corner just cringe. Time after time, he is getting hit by long-range headshots.
Well, they got to remind him, hey, you became a boxer. If you wanted to be a catcher, you should have went to the Yankees and tried out over there.
Round number 5 has arrived. That's a forceful 2-punch combo by Holmes. The Assassin's being so very effective, punching in combination.
And that's what you want. He's got pretty good hand speed. Might as well use that hand speed. No better way to use it than putting them together.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. The Assassin's jab can do so much there. He used it well that time. He scores with the jab there. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Holmes is proving to be elusive. Comes across with a hook up top. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. That is a sharp uppercut by Joe Frazier. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He has his target. He lands a straight right. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Keep moving.
And clicks of the talk. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. And that's the end of round 5. Frazier, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance.
Pace yourself.
He just missed that shot up top. Blocking a score. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own.
Uppercuts on the inside.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. 2 snapping jabs by the assassin. Well-placed hook there. Holmes is here in these middle rounds, and he's doing a very fine job of just boxing and controlling the fight.
Well, what he's done a real good job of, Joe, is he understands what he is, who he is, and he's staying to those strengths and staying away from the weaknesses.
Joe Frazier's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Now hugging on the inside.
Come on,
1, 2 jabs up top. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. And that's the end of round 6. Joe Frazier's margin for error is hardly anything at all now. It's later in the fight, and time again, he's allowing his opponent to land these headshots.
Yeah, you got to remind him, you're not getting paid any bonus, no extra money for taking punches. You might get paid a little extra if you start delivering some, though.
He throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air is going to come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Cover up, cover up.
He missed with that headshot. Holmes is tagged.
Pay him back. Go pay him back.
The Assassin's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Holmes is staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Joe Frazier. Doubling up the jab by the Assassin.
Keep your hands up.
Watch that.
Frazier's got to be asking himself, at least his corner's got to be asking, can this go on like this? Can we continue to work at this work rate, throwing this many punches, and be this ineffective?
So if he was a painter, he definitely wouldn't be Rembrandt because, you know, they're not clean strokes. They're not strokes that, you know, you look at them and they're paying off for him. I mean, he's more like doing finger paints. I mean, he's just throwing stuff at that canvas, and it's not looking real pretty right now.
Real tight. He got nothing left.
Well, he's up big through 7 rounds according to Teddy's scorecard. The answer for him has been a very simple formula. Just go out there and throw more punches.
Yeah, and one other little thing that's not as simple, but it's very subtle, Joe. He's been moving his feet. You know, he's throwing punches, but he adjusts to where he has to.
He's been in good position.
Oh, yeah, all the time. He's never out of position.
And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Head and body. Come on, champ. Head and body. That's right. Jump on it. Jump straight down to the body.
Work the body, kid. Body.
A solid, true uppercut by Joe Frazier.
Beat him to the punch. Come on, champ. Beat him to the punch.
He was waiting for his opponent, just waiting for an opportunity, and he found it, the counterpunch by the Assassin. Frazier's lack of defense right now is showing up. His opponent's scoring with the right hand consistently.
Yes, he's found a target for that early on, and he's just staying with it. Nothing fancy.
Oh, what an exchange!
That's it.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Scored well up top.
Yeah, you got this one.
And he
You got
ties
this
up
one,
on the
baby.
inside. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. And round 8 comes to an end.
Control off
The assassin's plan has not changed 1 ounce. We've seen him have great success all night, fighting out at range, fighting in a safe area, but yet still scoring. What does his opponent have to do?
Well, there are opportunities for his opponent. What he has to do is beat Joe Montana. I believe he's a quarterback. Yeah, you know, Montana wouldn't throw the ball to where the receiver is, where he's gonna be. Well, his opponent's stepping back, so throw the punch behind him. Let him walk right into it.
Parries that punch intended for the head. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Scored well with the hook after blocking that shot. Joe Frazier's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the sides. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. Frazier's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good, solid counter. Not able to land the uppercut. Joe Frazier's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Joe Frazier. Holmes is able to avoid that punch.
Don't stay in one spot.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. And this round comes to an end. Holmes' plan that his corner put forth throughout all training camp was exactly what we're seeing here. Fighting from the outside, scoring at will. His opponent, they haven't solved it once.
And I'm shocked because, you know what? There's tape on this guy. There's video out there. We knew that he was going to fight this kind of fight. How did they not know, and how did they not prepare for it?
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Good block by Joe Frazier. Nice strike after catching one by Joe Frazier. Double jab by the assassin. There's a straight right hand. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Blocks that belt line well. Holmes is really impressing us here. Defensively impressing us. I mean, it's so easy to say, wow, look at the punching, look at the power. But, Teddy, you got to appreciate what he's doing with defense.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why you can say that you appreciate, you know, the aggression or the power and all these things. He can afford to be aggressive because he doesn't get hit.
Halfway through round 10. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Frazier's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
You're not focused. Come on, baby. Use your feet.
Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand.
Do that again. That looks good. Do that one more time.
And that's the end of round 10.
All right? Keep your hands up. Jab, jab, and throw. Throw to the body, then to the head, then finish to the body.
Holmes Holmes is in great shape here. Championship rounds have begun. Teddy's got a commanding lead on your scorecard. I mean, what's the worst-case scenario here? He gets clipped? What else is there?
Yeah, well, that's what you got to be careful. He's got to be alert now, and he can blow it. The other guy really can't win it. He can give it away right now, and that's what he's got to make sure does not happen.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Move your head. Stay on the inside.
Good job. Good job.
Halfway through this 11th round. The Assassin's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Joe Frazier.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Holmes. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. Well, you can mark down another round for him there with his precise, accurate punching. What does his opponent have to do?
He has to feint a little bit. Feinting is the kryptonite to timing. It throws it off. You know, you feint and you're going to throw something, you don't throw it. And then he makes a move, then you throw it. Feinting. That's the key.
No need to get excited.
Final round of this scheduled 12-round.
Come on, kid, focus.
He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. Step to the side and then lands the counter.
Yeah, disappear on him, and then all of a sudden appear on him.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Joe Frazier.
Keep it going. It's all right. Keep moving. Keep moving. Jab, jab, jab.
Halfway through this 12th and final round. Holmes is making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Smart boxing here. Good effective work with the counter punch by Holmes. Holmes' head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is. And his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting. And the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change. Downstairs to the place that's not moving. Down to the body.
From start to finish, it was utter domination.
This was an easy one to score, Joe.
As for that expected outcome, we send it up to the ring to hear from the judges.
The Assassin, Holmes.
Holmes' performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for. And it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher, he'd be getting a shutout right now. Almost a perfect game.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.